Welcome again, students. This is the Operation Management course for the third year Accounting and Finance and Management students. This course is given for you to manage a business and another non-business organization. Previous class, what we have discussed is the introduction to the operation management and nature of operation. Today we will proceed the second chapter, which is called Operation Strategy and Competitiveness. Student, what do you know about strategic management, or how can we formulate any strategies? You are familiar with the course which is called Strategic Management. There are different issues we'll discuss under the course of Operation Management, formulating of strategies. Under this chapter, we will discuss about what does strategy mean and how can we formulate a strategy. Let's discuss about introduction to the operation strategies. The long-range plan of the business designed to provide and sustain shareholder value is called business strategy. Business strategy. For a company to succeed, the business strategy must be supported by each of the individual business functions, such as operation, finance, and marketing. In order to manage those four basic functions of business operation, that is finance, marketing, and those production issue, is significant part of a business. For that case, we should have to develop a business strategy. Operation strategy is a long-run plan or a long-range plan for operations function that specifies the design and use of resources to support the business strategy. Just as the players on a football team support the team's strategy, the role of everyone in the company is to do his or her job in a way that supports the business strategy. All individual person who is under the organization, he or she should have to fulfill the minimum requirement of their business. So, individual person should support or should fulfill his primary requirement for that organization. That is called business strategy. Operation strategy in manufacturing and service strategy or service operation. Strategy are the direction and scope of an organization over the long term, which achieves an advantage in a changing environment through its configuration of resources with the aim of fulfilling stakeholder expectation. That is called strategy. Strategy involves the interplay of three elements that are the organizational external environment, that what you call it opportunity and threats, the organizational resources, and its objective or in meeting the expectation of stakeholders. These three parameters should involve it under the formulation of the strategy. Strategy can exist at three levels in an organization: top level, middle level, and low level, or corporate level, business level, and functional level strategy. Let's see what does corporate level strategy mean. Corporate level strategy is the highest level of strategy. It sets the long-term direction and scope for the whole organization. That is called corporate level strategy. Whereas business level strategy is primarily concerned with how a particular business unit should compete within its industry and what its strategic aims and objectives should be. This is what we call it a middle level or business level strategy. The low level strategy, which is called functional level strategy. This strategy is the bottom level of strategy, is that of the individual function or operation, marketing, and finance operation should be fulfilled. It is strategy at the low level or functional level or operational level. How can we measure a competitive dimension of the strategy? The competitive dimension for the strategy is the first, cost or price issues. This is the make the products or deliver the service at the cheap cost or low cost. To successfully compete in dynamic market, a firm must be the low cost producer. But even this does not always guarantee profitability and success of the organization, because when we produce a product at a low cost, by producing a product at a low cost is not guarantee for success or failure of the business, because there are another extraneous activities, that is quality, quantity, time, and another issues should be discussed or should be under the successfulness of the organization depending on those issues. For this reason, minimum cost is not guaranteed. But there is another issue which is defined under competitive dimension is quality. Quality means that make a great product or deliver a great service. Two characteristics of a product or service that define a quality. The first quality dimension is design quality and process quality. Design quality is related with directly to the design of the product or service. The goal is to focus on the requirement of the customer, because customer focus is to know or to use the product is the right quality design or portable type of product design. Process quality relates to the reliability of the product or service. This is the goal is to produce defect-free product. We should have to produce a product, a quality product, free from the defect. So that is called process quality. Process quality. Another dimension is delivery speed. This is to make the product or deliver the service at a quick manner. This is a firm's ability to deliver more quickly than its competitors. That's what we call it, delivery speed. Whereas delivery reliability is when company or individuals deliver a product before promised time. That is called delivery it when promised. The firm's ability to supply the product or service or before promised delivery due dates. That is, we should have to deliver the product at a specific period of time, or what we are agreed with on a specific due date. So we should have to deliver this time. That is called delivery reliability. Coping with change in demand is that change it is volume when company's ability to respond to increase and decrease in demand, because we should have to work every business according to the demand of the market. So if there is high demand, we should have to produce high quality, or production should produce at mass production. Whereas if there is no demand, we should have to cope up, or we should have to reduce a production. So that is what we call it, coping with change in demand. That is competitive dimension. When we talk about the flexibility and new product introduction speed, as you know, there are 6 more serious stages to produce a new product development cycle. From those point of view, idea generation, idea screening, and business thesis analysis, and those first issues should use in right manner. Because of that, new product development cycle should be a shortest in order to attain customer. So this means that the ability of a company to offer a wide variety of product to its customer. That is called flexibility. When we talk about the flexibility depends upon volume of production, time taken to produce, mix of different products or service produced, and innovative and introduce new product and services. That is called flexibility. Let's see the another issues which is included under the strategic issues of the operation. That is other product specific criteria or supported. That is technical liaison and support. This is show that providing a technical assistant to the company, which is called technical liaison. Meeting a launch date, that is reducing the total time required to complete the job or project. Supplier after sales support, this is called the availability of replacement parts and modification of order existing products to new performance level. Other dimension, these typically include such factors as color availability, size, weight, location of the fabrication site, customization availability, and also product mix option. This is called another dimension should be included the other product specification criteria. Let's see the operation excellency and competitive factors. What operation excellency have and what another competitive factors. Let's see the excellency of operation performance in cost manner that have a low cost, quality, high quality, speed, fast delivery, dependability, reliability, delivery, and flexibility should be frequent new products or service, wide range of products or service, changing the volume of the product or service, and also changing the limiting of product or service deliveries. That is called another competitive dimension with excellency operation performance. Another issue will be discussed under this topic is about the strategy formulation. Strategy is how the mission of company is accomplished. It unites an organization, provides consistency in decision, and keeps the organization moving in the right direction. That is called strategy formulation. Strategy formulation consists of 5 basic steps. Those steps are defining a primary task, assessing core competencies, determining order winner and order qualifiers, positioning the firms, and deploying the strategies. Let's see each of them in detail. What does primary task mean? The primary task represents the purpose of a firm, what the firm is in the business of doing. That is called primary task of the firm. It is also determine the competitive arena. As such, the primary task should not be defined too narrowly. The primary task is usually expressed in a firm's mission statement. For example, Amazon business is providing the fastest, easiest, and most enjoyable shopping experience, whereas Destiny is making people happy. Each Amazon and Destiny have their own mission to satisfy their customer. Here is the corporate strategy. Corporate strategy focus on the ways of the business and the ways of the customer, and it should have its mission and vision, marketing strategy, operating strategy, and financial strategies. One formulating strategy should have a core competencies. What does core competency mean? Core competency is what a firm does better than any other else. It is distinctive competencies. This means that one organization have a better capacity to produce another product, and another company have another capacity to produce another product. That is their own core competencies. A firm's core competencies can be exceptional service, higher quality, fast delivery, or low cost. This should be included under the core competencies of the firm. One company may strive to be first to the market with innovative design, whereas another may look for success arriving later but with a better quality. When we compare one company with another by using of its resource and capabilities, those depending upon valuable, rare, cost to imitate, and non-sustainability. When we talk about valuable, that is allow the firm to exploit its opportunities, neutralize threats in its external environments. When firm is to use the resource at a rare manner, which is possessed by few, if any, current and potential competitors, cost to imitate, when other firms cannot obtain them or must obtain them at a much higher cost. The firms is organized appropriately to obtain the full benefit of the resource in order to realize a competitive advantage is called non-sustainability. Here is the core competence area of individual organization. The first one have a valuable, rare, cost limited, and non-sustainability. This is the core competencies of individual firm, what they have. The core competencies are the basis for a firm's competitive advantage, value creation, ability to earn, and above average returns. This is the core competence areas or basis for individual firms. Students, let's discuss about the order winner and order qualifiers. What does order winner and what does order qualifier mean? Order qualifiers are the basis criteria that permit the firm's product to be considered as candidates for the purchase by customers. This is called order qualifiers basic criteria. Order winners are the criteria that differentiates the products and service of one firm from the another. Consider a simple restaurant that make and delivers pizza. They should use the order qualifiers by might be producing the product or pizza at the low price, say $10, and their delivery time is 15 minutes, because this is standard that has been set by this competing pizza restaurant with another pizza restaurant by delivering time and by delivering price. This is called order qualifiers. When we talk about the order winners, this may be fresh ingredients and homemade tastes. When we produce pizza by using of different ingredients or fresh ingredients, and its taste have quite different than another pizza producer, that is called order winner. When we talk about the positioning of the firm, positioning involves making choice or choosing one or two important things on which to concentrate and doing them extremely well. A firm's positioning strategy defines how it will compete in the marketplace, what unique value it will deliver to the customer. That is called positioning. Positioning depends upon competing on cost, competing on speed, competing on quality, and competing on flexibility, because those four parameters or dimensions have a great value for to position a firm or position a companies. Let's discuss about deployment strategy. What does deployment strategy mean, or strategy deployment mean? Strategy deployment converts a firm's positioning strategy and resultant order winner and order qualifiers into specific performance requirements. Two types of planning system, that is policy deployment and balance scorecard. What does policy deployment mean? Policy deployment translates corporate strategy into measurable objective. Policy deployment means when we have a corporate strategy, that strategy should be converted into the measurable objectives. That is, an example is displayed in the next slide. So this is what we call it. We should have to produce a corporate level plan strategy. That strategy should be converted into the measurable outcome or output. Another issue is the balanced scorecard, a performance assessment that includes metrics related to the customer, process, and learning and growing, as well as financial. That have a four dimension. That is balanced scorecard. We can balance customer side, process side, and also growing side, as well as learning and financial aspects. That is called balanced scorecard. Another under this topic is productivity measurement. Productivity measurement with the competitiveness issues. Competitiveness are the degree to which a nation can produce goods and services that meet the test of international markets, while simultaneously maintaining or expanding the real incomes of citizens. The most common measure of competitiveness is productivity. When one company or one country is productive, we should have to say it will be a competitive with another countries. Productivity is calculated by dividing units of output by units of input. Productivity means we should have to divide outputs by inputs by using of labor, capital, manpower, and another issues. We say that is productivity. Output can be expressed in a variety of scenarios, such as sales made, product produced, customer served, meals delivered, and calls answered. That is called productivity measurement aspects. When we measure productivity, we should have to focus on three most important factors. Those factors are single factor, multiple factor, and total factor of productivity. Single factor of productivity means that compares output to individuals' inputs, such as labor, power, investment in equipment, and material usage as individual single level of factor. When I talk about multiple productivity factor, this is the multiple productivities. This is multiple factors. That is labor plus capital, labor plus capital and energy and materials. There are multiple factors, multiple outputs and inputs. Total factor productivity compares the total quantity of goods and services produced with all the inputs used to produce them. Students, this is very important and the crucial part of to manage an operation by using of different strategies. I think you have got so many important issues under this topic, and also you got so many important ideas under this topic or under this chapter. For today's discussion, thank you very much, and we will see the third chapter at the next program.